Hello, my name is Kirioth, and today we are going to discuss two things. Firstly, that shiny new Primaris Lieutenant, and would you like some clan-specific Warlord traits for the Ork Codex? I thought you would. I thought you'd like that. I thought that'd be something you'd enjoy. So, first of all, let's have a quick chat about the Primaris Lieutenant, because I actually really like it. I think it looks really good. It's a really nice model. I like the extra details on the armour. I especially like that half helmet thing where the top of it's come off and he's got the bottom rebreathe a bit. It looks pretty damn cool. My only complaint is that it is another Primaris Lieutenant. Now I'm looking at it and I'm going, that's kind of badass. I quite like the pose. I like the additions. I especially like that half helmet. It looks really good. You could do some cool stuff with that. You could make a really cool captain model out of that. In fact, that would be quite a lot of fun to do. It looks like a decent model to work on. But the thing is, it's not a captain. It is another lieutenant, and I feel as though the lieutenant market for Primaris is somewhat overserved at the moment, whereas things like captains are very, very underserved. I'd really like to see more sculpts for the captain, to be honest. I'd like to see more in the way of Gravis. I'd like to see more in the way of just a standard power-armoured captain. At the moment, we haven't really got much choice in that field, and it feels a bit odd to have so little in the way of variation for that particular unit, and yet have so much in terms of variation for the lieutenants. It seems just a bit unbalanced, the way that it's been done. Now, obviously, you can do what you like with the model. It's not as though you can't convert it into a captain. You can't do something interesting with it, but it's not being released for that purpose. It's being released as a Primaris Lieutenant, and I feel like there are other things that could be done that could really shore up what I have to admit, I do see as like gaps in the Primaris range in a way, things where there's just isn't as much choice as there could be. And I feel like at this point we could go a while without seeing another Primaris Lieutenant and it would probably be fine. It would be nice to see something else released. Specifically captain. I mean, I would really like to see another captain in Gravis armour. That would be really nice. But just, there's other elements of the Primaris range that could use a bit more choice, and I don't think lieutenants currently suffer from that problem. Now, the thing what you are probably more interested in, which is the clan-specific Warlord traits for Codex Orks. Now, this has been sent to me by the same person who sent me all the information on everything, like the traits, the stratagems, the vehicles. I mean, they got every single vehicle spot on, absolutely dead right, which it says to me that this most likely is also legitimate. I'd be surprised if he just threw a massive curveball and was like, hey, have something inaccurate just to finish it off. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that all of this is probably pretty close to the money. Now, of course, this could be stuff that has changed in the meantime. I'm not going to give away who this person is, obviously, but things could have changed since they saw what they saw. So there is potential for things to not be correct, but for the most part, I suspect that they are. So let's have a look. So for the clan-specific Warlord traits, we have Bad Moons, a 4+ invulnerable save. Blood Axes. If your Warlord is on the battlefield, roll a dice for every command point used. On a 6, that command point is refunded. Death Skulls. Warlord rerolls 1s when attacking a vehicle. Enemy characters can be targeted with a shooting attack by this Warlord, even if they are not the closest unit. Evil Sons. Evil Sons units within 6 inches of the Warlord can charge even if they fell back earlier in the turn. Nice. Freebooters. Reroll hit rolls of 1s for attacks made by friendly freebooter models while within 6 inches of this Warlord. Goths. Add 1 to this Warlord's attack characteristic. Snakebites. Reroll morale for snakebite units when they are 6 inches from this Warlord. Gretchen auto-pass morale when they are within 12 inches of this Warlord, which I really like. So, okay. There's a couple that are just, okay. So Bad Moon's a 4+ invulnerable save. Fine, sure. It's not particularly exciting, but okay. Blood Axes, that is the roll a dice for every command point used. On a 6, that command point is refunded. We've seen that many, many times at this point. There was a change to command point refunds, wasn't there? But I can't remember what it was. It was in the FAQ. We'll have to have a look at that. Death Skulls, I like. For me, there's a few that really stand out. Bad Moons and Blood Axes, okay, sure, fine. Not hugely interesting to me, but okay. Death Skulls, rerolling 1s when attacking a vehicle. I do quite like that, and enemy characters being able to be targeted with a shooting attack by this Warlord, even if they are not the closest unit, I quite like that as well. That has, to me, more flavour. It has more. It's more fluffy than the others. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. I'll put my hands away and never raise them above desk level. No, I'm going to stop. Evil Sons, being able to charge even if they fell back earlier in the turn, is absolutely perfect. I really like that for Evil Sons. That works really well. That is within 6 inches of the Warlord, but if your Warlord is not in some sort of vehicle or on some sort of trike or bike or whatever, actually no, not on bike, because the bike has been removed, Warlord on bike has been removed. It'll still be in the index, but it won't be in the Codex, if what I've been told is true. But we do have now the Warlord on trike, so why you wouldn't have that in an Evil Sons army, I don't know. You must be off your face if you're not doing that. You're going to have a decent number of units around him, and he's going to be really, really quick. So I like that. That fits Evil Sons really well. Yeah, it fits really nicely. The freebooters, rerolling ones for attacks made by friendly models within 6 inches. Again, I like that. That fits them well. The Goths I actually like a lot, even though it's just add 1 to this Warlord's attack characteristic. It's not much, but it feels very Goth. That's the important thing for me. It feels very appropriate for that clan. So I do like that one, even though it's just a flat increase of 1 attack. The Snakebites one is the one I like the most, however. Rerolling morale for Snakebite units when they're 6 inches from the Warlord, that's cool, I like that. The Gretchen auto pass morale when they are within 12 inches of this Warlord, I really like. That to me is just screaming Gretchen shields all the way. I think that fits really well. It fits the Snakebites properly. So out of all of them, I have to say I think the Evil Sons one makes a lot of sense, but I do like it because it is very Evil Sons. The Goths and the Snakebites, I really like those ones. They fit those clans really, really well. There's nothing in here that kind of jumps out to me as being, oh man, that's way over the top. That's really stupid. There's no way. These are perfectly feasible, perfectly, I think, serviceable. We have seen them before, for the most part, obviously. I mean, how many codexes in are we at this point? There's like 2 or 3 left. 2 left? Is it Orks and Gene Stealers? And Agents of the Imperium, if that actually exists, which it might not. Who knows? So yeah, we have had repeats. Obviously, there's no way you can just make everything completely different every time. But yeah, these look decent. They look appropriate for the clans they've been attached to. And yeah, I mean, assuming that all of this is correct and all the other information that I was given is correct, they seem decent again. Orcs seem as though they have got some of the love. Although having said that, I say seem decent again. As far as I know, it's not like they've been absolutely trashed in 8th. I've seen quite a few people say that they've been in a pretty decent position, and it's not like they've been absolutely shafted or anything. But yeah, I like those. I like those Warlord traits. They do fit well. And I think so far, what have we got left? We've had the silhouette for the Rocket Truck Squig Buggy, but we don't know it's the Rocket Truck Squig Buggy yet. I'm assuming we'll see the results of the poll that they did to find out what people thought it was, either a food truck, a squig-based weapons platform, or something that lays mines, and it is of course all 3. I'm assuming we'll see the results of that poll from Facebook at some point today. It'll probably appear just after this video goes up, because that's how things usually work. My timing is impeccable. I'm in sync with the community team in that I post a video saying that we will know about this soon, and as soon as the video goes live, it's out of date because they've just posted the thing with the thing that I was talking about. But it's fine. I'm not bitter. It's not a problem. But yeah, I think so far, pretty much everything we've seen has been pretty much on point from the stuff that I was given. I can't think of anything that's been completely wrong. There's been some minor differences, or there's been some changes or some additions that have actually made things a little bit better. Like the DACA rule is much improved than the version that I was sent. But again, if someone is like playtesting the Codex, things will change out of that playtest. So that was one of those things where I was like, okay, DACA, that's all right. And then it actually turned out to be better when we saw the full rule for it, which is the way you want things to go. So yeah, to be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing the full Codex now. I'm looking forward to seeing the previews of what each of the clans is going to get. I'm looking to see if everything lines up, and I've seen a couple of people who have been like really kind of down on how October has gone, which I don't think is really fair, because it's what, the 8th of October. It's really not that far in. I saw a couple of people get really upset because of the Slaanesh, the Fiend of Slaanesh being shown off, but that was a direct response to a leak, so that wasn't even anything. I don't think that was particularly planned. I think that was just, oh god, sprues are everywhere, we should show what this is. I think they've done a decent job with October. They've embraced the daft memery of it. We've got to see some of the newer vehicles again, and so far they've looked really good. I mean, the way they revealed the Megatrack Scrapjet was just quality. That video they did was awesome. Yeah, I'm still excited for the Orc Codex. I don't see why you wouldn't be at this point. Yeah, they are doing like little teasers, and they are kind of, they're not just dumping all the information on day one, but they didn't dump all the information on day one for any other codex. Like, when you look back at it, all the stuff of, what, just tell us everything right now. They didn't do that for anything else. Why are they going to do it for this? They're not going to do it for Gene Stealers. That's just not how any of the codex reveals have worked. We've had build-up for every single one. The only difference is that Orcs have been quite far behind in terms of, like, just the range as a whole, and so I think it feels a little bit more urgent this time. But the fact is, we're already getting all of this progress, we're getting all of this extra stuff, and we would have a good idea of what some of the stuff in the Codex is going to look like from the leaks that we've had. So in terms of October, I think we're doing alright, and in terms of these specific Warlord traits, they look pretty good, and they look fitting, they look, you know, appropriate to the clans that they've been assigned to. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what else comes out of this month, and it'll be interesting to see the Codex as a whole. I'm really looking forward to actually taking a look through it, because it's the Orc Codex. It's becoming like some sort of like weird mythological being at this point, so actually having it in your hands and being able to go through it, that's going to be a nice moment. Anyway, what do you think of these traits? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think they're realistic for a start? Do you think they fit? Do you think they are likely to be the real thing? I think they are. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be at this point. They all seem appropriate. None of them seem particularly massively overpowered or anything like that. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click video, Patreon, subscribe, all of that shit. Click if you like, click if you don't want to. And finally, if you are buying anything Age of Sigmar, 40k, X-Wing, whatever element game stocks, including paints and stuff like that, if you are looking to buy any of that stuff in the near future, please do so using the affiliate link down below. I'm only pushing it because this month, the month of October 2018, any and all money raised through that link will be donated to charity at the end of the month. So if you do want to purchase some 40k stuff, do it through there, and at the end of the month, a charity will get some money. You weren't charged any more than you were going to be anyway, and why not? Why would you not? Thank you very much for watching. I will see you for the next one.